welcome, no mai hara mai, whakatau mai. My name is Q Iorangi from Ask Q, out here today in Manuka at the Dewdrop Centre. And what we're bringing you today is coverage of a really awesome event for our whānau here, our rangatahi, all centred around demystifying science. So we're at the event Science Spinners, and today we're going to be cruising around showing you some really cool stuff and showing you a lot of the mahi that some local businesses and also other people working out in enterprise, what they're doing to help inspire our young people today and our rangatahi. So we're going to cruise around, but before we actually get into that whānau, we're going to check out a quick little video and help you understand more about our kaupapa here today, and we'll catch you back very soon, whānau. Cha cha, no mai hara mai, Science Spinners. Let's go.
My name is Soteria Yeremia and I'm the CEO of the Kudos Science Trust. So Science Spinners was born off the back of the Kudos Awards. It was about bringing scientists, industry professionals and experts from around the region together with our schools to try and encourage them into these career paths. We're a program that supports our vulnerable communities, our lower decile schools. Our focus is on our Māori and Pacific students to encourage them and inspire them in science and STEM.
Unfortunately, we're not able to do this in classrooms, so coming to events like this, it makes our work as teachers easier to show them how science is applied or engineering technology is applied in the real world, and opens up their mind too about their future pathways.
It is a really good opportunity for young ones like us to go through workshops and learn different types of careers that we can go in that fit the category under science.
We reach about 38 different schools around the Waikato and Bay of Plenty area, and just recently in Auckland we launched the STEM Hub for the first time.
That was so fun. Great day.
Our program is not a typical program. It's about supporting our kids to learn in environments that are comfortable for them. We want them to be able to be practical. We want them to see the relevance of where STEM is applied on a daily basis, to be able to encourage them to see the value of careers that are in the STEM pathways.
It was really educational. I was able to explore more on what STEM can offer students. And I feel like we do need more young Maori and Pasifika students, and mainly women as well, to be invested in this.
STEM is a really crucial part of New Zealand's workforce. In the next few years, we're really going to struggle to be able to fulfil some of those skilled roles. Industry are really coming to the party and supporting the skilled STEM workforce that they're looking for. And so we would encourage them to continue to support the students.
Kia ora whānau, and we're back. Hopefully you enjoyed a bit more learning about our awesome kaupapa here today, whānau. How it's set up today, whānau, is there's sort of like 4 different areas, and in each of these areas we've got a business and activator doing something really cool within the science area, and we're at the first little spot here today. We've got Link Alliance here, whānau. So they're over here. To be honest, I'm not too sure what they're going to be doing, but I think that's cool because I'm going to be learning as well what they're actually doing here with our rangatahi. So what we're going to do is we're going to go cruise around, have a bit of a look, and then we're going to catch up with one of the activators here, whānau. So let's go in, have a bit of a look around, and have a bit of a cruise. Yeah, cha-cha.
Yeah, well, I've been in Waikato. Clarity tube. They walk to the beach.
Oh, that's so cool. What's that?
Can I go through?
Yes, I'm just trying. I just realised that I let it all settle on one end, so I'm just going to try and
Get it. And so you can actually.
the sediment was all on one side. So So you just
Where do
bring
I
that.
measure it
Yeah.
from?
So bring that towards you until you can see the black square.
Yep.
So maybe I haven't shaken it up. Hold on.
Yeah. So it's supposed to go right back, isn't it? Sometimes.
So are you thinking of one of these for your school?
Well, I used to do in Pyro College. I've done water quality.
Okay.
So we used to do all of this. We used to test. And we also tried this in Takeoff College. So that time we had to use all of this for measuring the water quality because Takeoff Lake,
Yep.
that's
That's not good.
no.
All right. So so hold it one eye open.
Whānau, we're back here. You just saw sort of what was happening sort of in this activation. And we're here with this awesome whānau member here. Brother, kia ora, bro. Sure. Want to give us a quick intro, bro, who you are and where you're from?
Yeah, so my name's Jaden Tabani. I'm an environmental advisor on the Link Alliance, so helping build all the train stuff going on in town at the moment. I've been working there for about a year now. This is my first job coming out of uni. It's been really exciting, real eye-opening as well, coming into a big construction project, but really good learning opportunities for myself as well. So it's been really cool. Yeah.
Cool, bro. Thanks heaps, man. I guess, can you tell us a little bit about sort of what you're doing here, bro, for our rangatahi, man?
Yep. So today we've come here to sort of talk about the importance of our wai, or our water. So here on the Link Alliance, we really have a big drive, and we really try to look after Papatūānuku. So water is like a really big part of what we do. So we want to look after our water to make sure whatever we're sending back into our environment is clean and it's not going to damage our environment. So that's what we did a little bit here today. So we looked at things like our pH, the clarity of the water, so how clear it is there. And then also another thing that we use to try and guess how clean the water is, that is our turbidity, okay? So we use those to sort of gather whether the water is clean or not. And then we use those and test them against our council limits. And then from that, we can determine whether that is acceptable to go into our stormwater, so into our oceans, or whether it needs to be treated further before we're able to do that. So we want to make sure whatever we're sending is clean and not going to harm our environment.
Mean mahi. And how have you found like the engagement with the rangatahi, bro? You know, what are some of the questions they have, and what are they really wanting to learn more about what you're doing, bro?
Yeah, so one of the things they sort of had asked me before was around like, for the construction industry, they were a bit confused around what we were actually doing to make the water dirty in the first place. So one thing I got to tell them about was one of the main things we sort of look at on this big construction project for the Link Alliance was around the use of concrete. So concrete can make the water quite high in pH, and we can't send that water away to our oceans. So first we need to treat that with some sort of chemical, which in this case is an acid, to bring that pH down to a more neutral number. So that's what we did a little bit over there with our pH testing. I got them to combine a low pH and a high pH to try and bring it into the middle there, just to sort of show them what that was about. So that was sort of one of the questions I had, was around, why is the water dirty in the first place? So explaining to them, look, some of the stuff we do can make the water dirty, but we do everything we can to make it clean again so that we can send it away and not harm our environment.
Man, that's awesome, bro. And I guess last question, bro, because I won't hold you up, bro. I think we're moving around, but for you, sort of being able to share, I guess, some of the mahi you do in the kōrero with our rangatahi, like, for you as a person and maybe even as a representative of your business, bro, why is it important that we continue to create opportunities like this for our rangatahi?
Yeah, No, I think it's really important, like particularly among like our STEM subjects, like in our Maori and PI like youth communities, is not necessarily the biggest uptake in that sort of area of education, I suppose. So I think things like this, where we can come and have interactive experiences and really get to, talk to them about what I get to do with my mahi on a day-to-day basis, and see if that interests them. I think it's really cool, and that face-to-face connection as well. Like, you can't beat it. You really get to sort of see their emotions and how they connect with what you're doing. And I just think it's really important that we drive this, because I think STEM is such an important subject in today's society, especially with our environment sort of not being where we want it to be at the moment. And we need to educate our youth around what we can be doing from a science sort of perspective to sort of improve that, and how we can look towards the future and the strategies we can use to bring things to a better place.
Bro, really appreciate your time, bro. Looking forward to hearing more about you over the day as we cruise through, man. Brother, have a great day, bro, and we'll catch up, man. Sweet. Thank you, bro. Cheers, man. And whānau, everything's moving very quickly today, and there has been some changes, so there's actually something happening over there. What we're going to do is we're going to do a quick spin, because I actually want to show you how many of our rangatahi are here today. So we're going to come around this way and check it out, whānau. What do you reckon, man?
Can anyone tell me what muscle
what do you reckon, whānau? Sorry, just double checking something, but what do you reckon? Awesome turnout today. Thankful to all of the different kura, because this is actually rangatahi coming out with their schools today, being able to share in this. I think they've got a bit of a comp going on right now here, whānau. So we're going to show you a little bit of this, but we are going to take a quick little break, because what we're going to do is we're just going to prepare and go and have a chat with some of our rangatahi. See how the day's going so far for them. So what we're going to do, whānau, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and catch you up very, very soon. And we're back, whānau. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for waiting a little bit. But we're here, back at our awesome event today, and whānau, we're checking out another little spot inside the activation space today. And we've got our whānau just behind me, whānau. We've got Manaaki Manawa, who are really sharing a lot about the medical industry and technology with our young people today. So what we're going to do is have a bit of a cruise around, go check out some of their awesome stuff, and then we're going to go speak to one of the activators, whānau? So let's go for a bit of a look, have a look around, and yeah, that's us, whānau. Cha-cha.
So if everyone puts their hands out like this, and just watch me first, what you're going to do is you're going to close your eyes, and you're really slowly going to move your hand like this slow, a bit closer, and so like really, really slowly, but then you want to stop just before you touch your nose, and then you're going to open your eyes. So don't touch your nose, so everyone stick your hand out and close your eyes, and now just do it really slowly. You're going to bash into your mate. Do it again. Close your eyes. Really slowly, 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 and stop just before you're going to touch your face, and open your eyes. Way slower, you go. And open your eyes. So you're pretty close, right? So, yeah, you're pretty close. Nice. So you're pretty close. So everyone was kind of like this front, please. These guys are struggling with the back over there. First task. Nice, sweetest. Okay, cool. Can't do it. It's too hard. So this is like in the olden days, police pulled over someone and they thought they were had drunk too much. Then this is called the sobriety test. So someone who's drunk would struggle to do it. But anyway, so we'll do it.
That's the size of your fist. You hold your fist up. That's the size of your heart. So imagine if you're. Yeah. No, I mean it's an estimate. But you think if you're teeny tiny, your heart is going to be relative to your size. Same like the sheep is smaller than the deer. It has a slightly smaller heart. If you're Jason Momoa, you're 6 foot something, you're going to have a big heart, right? And again, if you're an athlete and stuff, that might kind of grow as well. So cool, we're getting into that. Now, how many chambers does the heart have? What's a chamber? Oh, what's a chamber? You trying around the back. He's going 64 or something. I don't know what you're going. Anyone? You want to guess? No. All right. We'll lift the heart wall off then, and we'll have a look. This thing's really awkward all the time. Now, does anyone want to have a guess? How many chambers are there? 4. Absolutely, 4 chambers. And there's kind of two pairs in there, right? So you can see these ones up at the top, slightly different from these ones down below, right? But we also divide the heart like this, a right side and a left side. So we just said when we're feeling the heartbeat, so that's the whole principle of training. So if you think twice, break the leg, then we spin down 50 times, then went to the gym for a couple of minutes. When I come back and do it again, would I be able to generate more or less?
More. Low blood pressure, which also isn't good because
And
you put much of every patient.
so
And so with too high, not good, too low blood pressure, they're normal range.
yeah.
So do you want to turn up?
I just think about like what been maybe a week second, not
You don't have to do it.
So when we, for instance,
I feel like, oh, this is my arm. It was so
the arm is going to be as strong as it was before, or weaker. Weaker. So because it's been in the past, it hasn't been used, it's still quite damaged. So what we can do is, in order to like track our recovery and how well we're gaining
So cool.
sorry, being able to function, is often physiotherapists will use this when you go into therapy after an injury. So you break your arm, your bones heal, but then you go to physiotherapy, make sure your movement so every week you can do these exercises to improve your muscle function, and then you can measure this change. And do you think as those weeks go by it's going to keep increasing or just stay the same? Increase? Going to keep increasing. So this is kind of the principle around it. So do you guys have any questions at all? Do you think you can generate more force if it can be? Oh, actually, I will do one thing. When you're, one of you can volunteer. So do one with your dominant arm and one with your left arm. Awesome. And now swap to the other. So we can see that your non-dominant arm is weaker, right? Why do you think that is? Just have a guess. You don't use it as much. So because we're using our dominant arm so much, we're causing those muscles to grow. They're going to be stronger, and therefore it's going to show a bigger peak on the computer when you measure it. Right? So when it comes to measuring it against our non-dominant arm, because we don't use it as much, when you write or pick up something, it's usually with your dominant arm. That's just human nature. But when we measure our non-dominant, it's going to be less. So that's another way of seeing the difference between muscles and arms. And this goes for anything in the body. If you potentially, hook one of these up to like a gym machine, you can probably lift more with your dominant leg than you can with your non-dominant leg, and so on. Right? So, yeah, that's pretty much a rundown. Like, do you guys have any idea? Since you're both year 13, do you know where you kind of want to go after school or not? It's all good. Like, I had no idea when I was in school. So, yeah. How about you, Nathaniel? Are you enjoying year 9 so far? Yeah, good. So have you done a wee bit of science yet, or not really? Have a science class. Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure you'll get to experience all different things throughout high school, which will be great. So, yeah.
And put your feet together, and now I want you to close your eyes. And now tell us what you feel. So what happened? Like, yeah, full backwards, eh? Do you guys want to go? Both of you can go. You can go first. Yeah, you can see it. You want to open that one together? And then back together. Back together. Close your eyes. And just put your hand just kind of here.
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
I'm going to fall.
yeah, great. But then when you open your eyes, right, you don't fall anymore. You don't get that feeling. Yeah, we go. Okay. Yeah, you got just put your hand kind of behind it. Feet together. Close your eyes. Why have we got two brushes of towel? Go ahead.
Anyone else want to go?
Do you guys want to have a go?
No?
Do you want to have a go? One of your mates can catch you.
Do you want to go? Oh, yeah, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. Do you want to catch him?
Feet together. Yeah, close your eyes.
Nice. You feel yourself falling backwards?
Yeah.
Cool.
So weird.
So why do you close your eyes when we do this? Why do you think you need to close your eyes?
Oh, you lose a sense, right? Right.
Yeah. So if you've got your eyes open, you can actually work out, I'm not falling, right? But if you've got your eyes closed, you don't have that idea that you're falling, so you tricked into it.
Yeah, so what's happening is when you activate your Achilles is normally only activated when you're falling forwards. So that's why your body thinks you're falling forwards, so it compensates by pulling you backwards.
Oh.
But because you're standing there, you just fall backwards.
Yep.
Sweet. So do you guys want to have, you can have a, yeah.
Do you guys want to have a go on yourselves? Or
You sure you guys don't want to have a go? It's quite
You
fun.
can do it with yourselves so we're not all watching as well.
Whānau, and we're back. I'm not gonna talk as loud because there is some activity happening, but whānau, we're just gonna swing around this way and we're gonna chat with one of the whānau members from Manaki Manawa, who's gonna tell us a little bit more about what's happening here today, man. Kia ora whānau. Oh man, thanks heaps for your time. Could you just quickly introduce yourself?
Ko Himalayas te Monga, ko Genghis te Awa, ko Bhargava te Iwi, ko Physiology toko whanau, ko Anuj toko enewa. Kia ora, my name is Anuj and I'm part of Manaki Manawa, and we are so excited to be here because it's all about empowerment of our rangatahi, and to sort of show them that they can contribute to science in so many different ways. So I am really excited, and the things that we brought along today is a physiotherapy vibrator which alters the perception of movement, and so kids can feel the brain can be tricked by just using some vibration. So we're doing that cool stuff, and then we brought something, a gadget that they can measure the force that they can generate with their muscles, and then measure blood pressure, and then what causes that blood pressure, so looking at the heart. And so we brought along some taonga from the University of Auckland Museum, which we're very grateful for, which is a deer heart, as well as a sheep heart and a human heart model, where the rangatahi can actually engage and see what causes that blood pressure and what makes us go and the blood go around. So it's all about the manawa.
Oh, kia ora, kia ora. Nah, hey, man, awesome stuff going on here. I know you've got, as you mentioned, all these different sort of things happening. I guess, what are some of the, the cool stuff that our rangatahi saying, or what are some of the questions that they're actually posing you, man, with everything's going on?
It's just so amazing that you think that they will, there's a set sort of questions, but every session there's some new things that we didn't really think about answering. So it's just giving them the tools so that they can look through those tools, use those tools, and come up with those questions. And each time, like I said, it's just new questions, new inquiries, and why is the left side of the heart is bigger than the right side of the heart? And one of them said it just has to pump the blood around. But for a young tauira rangatahi to sort of think about those things, it's just massive, just to see, observe little things. And they were listening to their heart sounds with a stethoscope and just sort of asking those questions, which even our sort of university students sort of sometimes it takes a long time to get that right. So, kids are getting into it. Yeah. So we are really excited about that. Yeah.
Awesome, Mahi. I guess, can you just tell us a little bit more about your organisation and I guess the mahi you do out in the community?
Yeah, so kia ora. So we are part of Manaki Manawa, which is the local heart centre at the University of Auckland. It's hosted by our Faculty of Medical Health Sciences, and it's sort of the kaupapa of our Manaki Manawa is around co-design. It's working with the communities and getting our communities involved in our research questions and working in empowering our rangatahi. So it's getting to the schools, getting to these programs like Science Spinners, and giving opportunities for rangatahi to see what options there are. And there are so many options available for our rangatahi. And once they have, get them excited, and then we see them at university and allow, or sort of organize processes that will allow those students from moving from schools to university, and then we sort of mentor them in any possible way. So it's all about empowerment.
Oh man, that's super cool, and I definitely love the fact, like, for me, rangatahi, especially, science and all, technology, everything, it's important for us, I guess. What's the importance of events like this for organizations like yourself?
I think it's rather than exposure, and I think it's also exposure to the rangatahi that they can do many things, not only just do medicine or pharmacy or the optometry or other clinical programs, but there are many different ways, such as sort of jobs in the hospital or research jobs or community work. So just exposing our rangatahi to many, many different ways that they can contribute to this rich society that we live in. So that's that.
Thank you so much, man. Like, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I think we're doing a bit of a quick rotation, but I guess, man, what are some finishing words from you for rangatahi out there that are looking to either get into, I guess, an industry like yours or even just science in general, man?
I think just keep going. There is, like one of our students said, there is no ceiling to knowledge. And it's just, that's exactly it is. Just keep going and I think will eventuate. And making connections, and I think the whakawhananatanga is so important when you see us, engage with us, and then, world's your oyster. Yeah.
That's exactly.
Empowerment is the key thing for us. Yeah.
Oh man, that's ka whai, man. Anuj, thank you so much for your time, bro. Really appreciate the mahi that you're doing for our rangatahi, man. Man, just thanks, man. And I'm going to cruise around. I think we've got another little interview coming through. Ngā mihi, ngā mihi. Cheers. Okay, whānau, so we're back, and that was such a great little interview there. I learned so much about the awesome mahi that they're doing here, not only at this event, but even in the wider community. So it was great to hear from him to share more about this kaupapa and also share more about what you're missing out on if you're not here. But anyway, whānau, we've got two brothers off to the side. I can see them looking at me going, oh, haramai boys, haramai, bro. How yous going? Bro, can you just quickly introduce, jump on the side, bro. Yeah, quickly introduce yourselves and maybe tighten up, boys. I'm not that scary, eh? Introduce yourselves and give us your name and year level and what school you're from.
My name is Rika Riti, and I go to Whangaparo College, intermediate also.
And what year are you, bro?
I'm a year 8.
How about you, brother?
Yeah, I'm Josh. I also go to Whangaparaoa College, and I'm also year 8.
Mean boys, bro. What time did you fellas have to come here in the morning?
Oh yeah, we had to wake up quite early. We had to get on the bus at 8:30. But yes.
But boys, I know you've sort of been floating around. This is your second one today that you've been at. Yeah. I guess thinking about the one that we're in right now, man. What's something cool that you've found out so far, man? We'll go this way first.
The neuroscience thing, when they vibrate the Achilles heel, it's like weird. It makes your brain think that you're forward, so then you like fall backwards. It's like really freaky, and it's like weird, like weird as if you close your eyes.
And how about for you, bro? What about you, man?
Yeah, I like the variety of things that we have in this station, but I just like how, I don't know, when you close your eyes, you can get this can be something that can trigger you and make you like, just trick your brain, which is just real cool to think about. I just like it, yeah. Which
device was from, bro?
It was from the. It was like a vibrator thing, science thing, scientific vibrator thing. Yeah.
Thinking about it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, my man.
Yeah. Shit.
No, all good, bro. That was my bad, bro. It was my bad. Bros, can I ask you, the one thing I have been seeing floating around today is the backpacks, the science spinner backpacks.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, can you show us what's in the bag, man? Is that cool? Yo, what we got, man? What we got?
Well, like chips and stuff, which kind of, this is what I was, like, I thought it was kind of interesting that we got a flashlight, and it has batteries too. Yeah.
and we got water. We just grabbed that from.
Oh, that was my water, bro. No.
We got like 3 balloons, I think, just random colours.
Yo.
And I'm pretty sure we got a ruler.
Oh, check.
It's kind of a ruler.
Ruler bookmark style there?
Yeah.
Oh, mean.
And yeah, this is it. Yeah, band.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And bro, can you just hold up the bag to the whānau there, spin it around? Pretty mean.
Yeah.
Super official, man. You know, that's what happens when you come to events like this, whānau. You get cool stuff. And bro, I want to check out, because I noticed everyone wearing a bit of a tag, bro. Can you just talk a little bit about your one, bro?
Oh yeah. So depending on what color of your band, and what color of your necklace thing, depends what group you're in. So orange group, we started off in the like forestry part over there, the Living World station it's called, and then we just made our way over to here, and yeah, it's got our name on here and our school that we're from.
Mean, boys, mean. Nah, thank you so much for your time, boys. Before we go, man, thinking about science, thinking about what you learned today, I guess, what about you in the future, man? What do you reckon? Something up your alley, man?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's very interesting. I would like to study it when I'm older. Yeah.
And how about you, bro?
Yeah, science has always been like pretty fun for me. I've always really liked science, like from when I was little, like learning how things worked. And I always ask like loads of questions, like yeah.
All goods, boys, bros. Sorry to take you away from the action back there, but I really appreciate your time, man. Maybe later we can have another catch-up, see how the rest of your day went. But yeah, man, that's us, man. Sweet. All goods, whānau. What we're going to do is we're going to continue floating around, man. The bros are going to shoot off, man. Thanks for your time, butters. Cha-cha. Yeah, mean. Shot, bros. Cha. Boom. Yeah, shot, man. Cheers, whānau. We're going to keep floating around this event, show you a little bit more, and we'll go from there, eh? Sweet. And we're back, whānau. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. A little bit of coverage just from our whānau over at Manaki Manawa there. We are at our next little space where there's some action happening back there. I'm trying not to bother them too much because they are having a bit of a corridor. But running this one here is S.T.E.M. Now, they sort of work in the agricultural space, forestry, and I'm really looking forward to actually learning about what they're actually sharing here with our whānau today. So what we're going to do, you know how it goes. We're going to float in, cruise around with the camera for a little bit, and then we're going to come back and then have a bit of interview with our activators here, eh? So let's go, whānau. Do it.
And they've shown that actually the trees are healthier and do better in a paper pot than they do in a plastic pot. Because look, the roots are growing out through the paper, and so when it goes in the ground, the roots are all ready to start growing into the soil. So that's one of the many innovations where we're trying to reduce the amount of plastic.
Another thing is packaging, which is one thing that I was kind of like, I was really surprised at how interesting I found packaging. Right? I was kind of like, what of interest is there with packaging? So there's 3 samples here. So there is one, which is that one there, which is just kind of plain white pulp. There's another one which is newspaper, and there's another one which has got hemp fibers. I think that one there's got hemp fibers in it. So it's it's just different ways of looking at it is another thing that S.T.E.M works on, of just they look at these different innovations to try and make them clean and green versus I guess plastic. And like if you go to I guess some sushi restaurants is the one that I typically think of where there's the plastic containers and they're just again so much plastic that's put into our environment. So using some of these is a really cool way of trying to limit that and trying to I guess do our part. Yeah. So, is there anything that you guys wanted to ask questions about, career-wise, or anything like that? Yeah? of those, it's typically the time you put in beforehand kind of is where your ceiling is. So science in terms of, I always like to think about what do you want out of a career? And I am recently changing my career, so that is definitely something that I've thought about a lot recently. So I always consider, what do I actually value within a career? And I kind of broke it down to a few different things. Am I solely money focused? And I can pretty much put up with anything else as long as I earn as much money as possible. Where some people, yeah, that's all that matters. I just want to earn as much money as I possibly can, and then you could choose your career based on that. There's other people that want to do good in the world, where it's like, okay, I want to give back, I want to make sure the world is a better place because of me. And they choose a career, kind of like that is one of their big focuses. The money isn't as important, I just want to do good things. I just want to be awesome. And then there's other people that like the balance. They don't want to work weekends, they want to have a 9 to 5 job, and they kind of just want a job to be a job. They just want to show up, do their thing, and then go again. So for me, like a big part of it is to make those considerations. So going back to your money, science is definitely, yeah, you can earn reasonable money, but again, it's very much more in that passion element, that this is something that you love. My wife and Tony are scientists at S.T.E.M, and they love their job. They love going in, they feel like they're making a huge difference, and they just, as a ballpark, pretty much, well, not 100% of the time, but most of the time they're like, yeah, this is what I love doing. I love going in, I love making a difference. I'm just happy doing what I'm doing. And that's, if you're going to go in science, especially being like a scientist, that's probably where your vision is, as well as any vocation. Is there any other questions about sciencing or any career stuff?
How old is such time?
How old am I?
Roll it out, rice, and make
Young. Younger than that? Yeah. Some of most of the things. I can teach you about science process. Be interested in hearing about them. Okay. I'm going to keep going because 3D, 4D printing is another thing that I found really interesting. Have you guys seen 3D printing before? Cool. What's your guess for
Kia ora whānau. Trying not to make too much noise because there is a presentation happening right now. So what we might do, whānau, is we've had a bit of a cruise around in this activation right here. We might let them finish up doing their thing. We'll cruise next door, check out that little activation, float through, and then come back for our interviews, whānau? But yeah, that's us, Cha-cha. So super, super cool, man, just being able to work with a lot of these whānau today. These are businesses giving their time to inspire our rangatahi and create so many different opportunities. Sorry, I almost walked into a wall there, whānau. But create opportunities of inspiration for our rangatahi. So we're here today, talking with our rangatahi, talking with these activators, because it's important that we get our rangatahi in these spaces, So we're over here now, whānau. What we're checking out is the agribusiness in-school sort of program. We're going to float around, whānau. Try not to disturb too much because it is, in the middle of a workshop and whatnot. So let's have a bit of a float around, and we'll come back very soon with some interviews. Yeah, that's us. Let's go check it out, whānau. Let's go check it out.
Working in a cool industry where you get in, say, a car, petrol, because some of these jobs start at, say, 70k per year, right? Which is pretty awesome for your first job. And for instance, if you work in a bank as an agri sales rep, you can start off with that. They'll give you a ute, like a free car to use, and they'll also give you, you get a petrol card with that as well. And then that's just the starting wage, so it actually moves up pretty high after that as well. And if you, for instance, working at a port, you can become a ship pilot and earn, as I said before, 250k a year.
Would they involve a lot of being on the field, hands-on stuff? I think they will enjoy that, researching or investigating and stuff.
Yeah,
getting into it.
Yeah, and the great thing about a lot of these industries is that they will actually train you and pay you at the same time as you work on the job as well. So you don't necessarily have to go to university and study these things.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, not going to university. Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah.
Getting hands-on, getting paid for it.
So apart from money, what would be the other most important thing in a job for you guys? What interests you?
I think when you are passionate, you said animals, you said you do like working with, but if you're passionate and you have a friend who's also working there together,
So, what we are going to do here today is just try and solve a wicked problem. It's not easily solvable, so we aren't actually going to solve it right now. But your ideas are really valuable, in which we can pass through to the forestry sector. So our problem for today is looking at the forestry slash. So we all know what forestry is, growing of trees, and in particular trees to make products such as paper, building houses, wood manufacturing, so plywood or furniture or something along those lines. But when they cut the trees down, there's some parts that are not very useful or not very high quality, so they leave it on the ground as shown here, and it's called slash. So when we talk about forestry slash, it's the waste wood products, the stuff they don't want. Now, the negative of, well, usually that's no problem. It just sits there, it breaks down and rots, and the good thing is it's adding all the nutrients that it contained in that plant back into the ground. And that's really good minerals back into the soil, because if we didn't add the minerals, we'd have to fertilise.
So I don't want to disturb too many of our whānau because they're super engaged and just learning a lot. Come this way, whānau. What we're going to do is we might take a quick little pause just so I can go and have a bit of a kōrero to make sure we got our interviews lined up. I just double check. I want to be super nice and I don't want to disturb. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a bit of a break. We're going to come back super soon. We're going to head over this way. Oh, and watch out for that lovely lady there. Kia ora. We're going to take a bit of a break here, whānau. Catch you up super soon, eh? Cha. We are back here, whānau. We're talking with this lovely lady from S.T.E.M who's going to tell us a little bit more about what they're doing here today. Man, thank you for your time. Could you just quickly introduce yourself for the whānau that are watching?
Kia ora. I'm Tony Withers. I'm a scientist from S.T.E.M, which is one of New Zealand's Crown Research Institutes.
Oh wow, man! See, look, we were talking before camera, before we went live, and I was like, "Oh, you're just doing this," and then what you just said, I was like, "Oh man, I feel sad about what I said before." But man, you're out here today, working with all of these rangatahi, sharing. I guess, can you tell us a little bit more about what you're doing here with the rangatahi and sharing in your activation?
Great, yeah, no problem. Well, we're from S.T.E.M, which is a research institute that does research for all New Zealanders on the benefits of trees and how we can use trees for New Zealand to be prosperous. So we could really only present one aspect of that today, and we thought we'd teach the rangatahi about wood. Because some of the young people here today have never even been in a forest, and so we've talked about how the pine trees start as little seedlings and grow into big trees, and what constitutes our pine forests.
It's all good. We'll keep talking. He's talking about these whānau are watching us. It's all good.
Yeah, so we've brought a whole lot of wood samples and shown how we can make wood more durable for all sorts of uses for New Zealanders.
Thinking about our rangatahi and sort of what you've been finding out and sharing with them, what are some of the questions they're posing to you guys, and what are you learning from them?
Well, they seem really aware of the need to build more houses, and they're really interested in how we've made the wood more durable. Some have been chemically treated and some have been thermally modified, and that's really interested them. Yeah.
I guess thinking about this event and sort of maybe your industry or even just science in general, what importance does an event like this play for our rangatahi in science?
It really gives them an amazing opportunity to be exposed to things that they wouldn't normally through high school or through their lives where they're living. So if they might not have seen the different types of wood before, or been able to feel how one's heavier than the other, and just what they look like before they get put into a house.
Wow, that's super cool. I guess. I mean, don't want to take up too much of your time. You're probably about to get hit again with another crew. So definitely just want to thank you for your time and just appreciate the mahi you're doing here to, really demystify science, but also inspire the next generation coming through. So thank you very much. Cheers.
You're
Ai,
welcome.
ka kite. Okay, whānau. What we're going to do is our rangatahi are sort of packing up a little bit. So we're going to take a quick little pause, find our rangatahi who we have lined up for more interviews, and then we'll go from there, right? See? Cha cha, whānau, cha cha. And kia ora whānau. Thanks for waiting there. I know it was a bit of a wait. Right now, our rangatahi are actually out there getting ready for a kai, but we managed to squeeze in a bit of time with another whānau member from agribusiness in schools taku aroha. Sorry, my bad. And but could you just introduce yourself, the business you're here with today, and a little bit about what you do?
Okay, kia ora everyone. I'm Melanie Simmons. I'm the Agribusiness Advisor to Schools, so I'm part of the Agribusiness in Schools program, which is a subject area in the level 2 and 3 of high school, and we also cover agricultural and horticultural science, which is also another subject in high school. Essentially what we're trying to do is broaden students and teachers and the general public's perception around what agri is in New Zealand, what the primary industries are. So most people think of it as dairying, but in actual fact it's forestry, horticulture, aquaculture, deep sea fishing, equine, which is horses, both sport horses and race horses, sports turf, and just your general sheep and beef as well. So we cover all of those, and we try to encourage our students to have a broader understanding of what the industry is, the fact that it covers 70% of our export earnings. It's huge. And that Maori agribusiness is 40% of all of the agribusinesses, and so that's huge, and that's we try to sort of broaden everybody's ideas and perceptions around that, as well as the industry needs bright, new, innovative thinkers coming in. We're trying to create a sustainable food-producing nation, one that can, that doesn't pollute the environment. And the more our students and teachers are aware of it, the more that they are likely to come in. The careers are phenomenal, and they get paid really well.
Yeah. Gotta love that one. Gotta love that one. Thinking about what you have been doing today. What is some of the feedback or some of the questions that our rangatahi are asking you?
I'm working on the section over there which is looking at riparian planting around waterways, and so how that can prevent erosion and flooding obviously, and trap nutrients, and we look at planting the natives in that to increase biodiversity and increase our native flora and fauna biodiversity. So the students have been quite interested in that there is actually waterway preservation going on, and something as simple as fencing a waterway and planting it has been able to do that. We also have over here, and they're trying to look at an innovative way to attract young people into careers, to dispel that myth that it's 4 a.m. starts, gumboots and cow poo.
In the truck, heading into the forest.
Yes, exactly. That it's actually hugely dynamic industry, and a lot of people don't realise that, I'm standing here talking about agribusiness, I'm actually working in the agri sector. If I'm creating a marketing plan for Brancott wines over in Germany, I'm working in the agri sector, and people don't necessarily realise that.
Wow. Got to be, hands on the tools, and then, that's the way to get really inspire and connect with people, to create those opportunities. I guess, we know for sure you're already doing mahi in schools, you're inspiring our young people, but thinking about this event, I guess, and it running today for our rangatahi, how important is it for you as a business, but also the wider science industry and space?
Look, our students really need to know how important science is, obviously where their food comes from, and the fact that it's not the staid image of, your bespectacled scientist stuck behind a beaker all of their life is actually not true at all. It's enormously dynamic, and particularly in urban areas, I think events like this are crucial, that our urban students get to understand that you know, the big wide world out there is actually a really exciting big wide world that has these diverse and amazing careers and opportunities. And New Zealand is poised for those opportunities. We just need our kids to embrace them. Yeah.
You heard it here, whānau. Man, we need you. We need our rangatahi. We need to create more opportunities like this. And man, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for sharing, you know, the awesome kaupapa that you're here with. Whānau, what we're going to do is we've got some student interviews lined straight up, and I think they're going to come right in. Thank you so much again for your time, eh? Kia ora. Got our whānau here. Oh, what school is this? Manurewa High School. Haramai, whānau, haramai. Oh, one at a time. Don't worry, I'm not scary. I'm not scary. Come in, come in, come in. Sweet. All good, all good. Whānau, we're here with some beautiful wahine here today from Manurewa High School. Want to just quickly share your names and your year?
My name is Phoenix and I'm year 13.
My name is Tilomai, I'm year 13. My name is Mike and I'm year 13.
And I mean, hard and fast, man. How's your day been so far? What is something cool that you've picked up?
My day has been really interesting, and I've been learning about different areas in agriculture.
Yeah, my day's been pretty good as well. I've learnt on the previous area with like learning about the human heart. Yeah.
That was pretty cool, eh? I was sitting listening. I was like, oh, well, how many, what was it? The canals? The channels? Chambers? How many?
4 chambers.
Oh, yes. I was just testing you. No. And how about you?
Yeah, it's been fun lately. My favorite so far has been the planting activity down there, like getting to know what we have to do to get like the nutrients, and then also considering all the other factors that are involved in getting the best things for the river and for the people, like for farming and stuff. So.
Thinking about today's event, and I guess you know what he's doing here today for you, like has it connected with something like in your heart and potentially, you know, for future opportunity? You know, have you picked up something that made you think, oh man, this might be me?
Yeah, just being able to see the different opportunities that we can take to produce like food and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of the same thing that she said.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, looking at the activity we did over there about all of the forest. Oh, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, like the results that happened because of the hurricane and stuff. It just opens our eyes. Yeah.
Sorry?
The slash.
Oh yeah, the forest slash. And what to do with the things to do because of the natural disasters. Like it opens our eyes and sees the beaches and just makes us want to think more about how to help that place and to make it better for the future generations.
And I guess thinking about, I guess, the wider industry in science. I mean, if you're fully into science, like, do you think, well, how important do you think these events are for, I guess, rangatahi like yourselves?
Pretty important because it's like hands-on, so they get to experience, you know, and to keep them involved and stuff. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, same thing like Phoenix said. I think events like these are more helpful for like students like us, because I feel like we're more into like practical stuff, like instead of like computer, like getting online. So I think this is way more helpful for us to like gain more information.
That's it. Looking at the screen and clicking on the things can only do so much. Yeah, kia ora, good one. And how about you?
I'm glad that this event is hands-on because it makes it more attractive for younger students, and gets them to think more about and getting them to talk to us about it and what they do as well. It makes everything so much eye-opening and gives a better perspective.
Man, thank you so much, man. We're gonna just cruise off because we've got one more other interview. Appreciate your time, man, and thank you so much. Yeah, and have a great rest of the day. Sweet. All goods, all goods. Whānau, what we're going to do is we've got one more interview coming. We're going to be chatting with the main organiser and representative of the trust that has put on this event. So whānau, we're going to take a quick break. Catch you up soon. All goods. Ka kite whānau. 5 minutes, I promise. Whānau, as you can see, it is a bit empty. There are a lot of rangatahi here today, but it's lunchtime, and some of the whānau are chilling outside, but I've managed to find a few rangatahi who are keen to sort of share what they've been up to today. So we've got sort of 3 groups that we're going to check out. And yeah, man, let's go for a cruise and have a bit of a kōrero, see how the day's been. Uis. What's up, whānau? How we doing? How we doing?
Good.
Yeah. So, man, want to just quickly share school you're from today, and I guess your year, man. Whatever you want, really.
OC, year 11.
OC, year 11.
OC, year 11. Otahu College, year 11.
Ooh, it's the 11 crew, eh? Oh, I guess, man, just really would love to hear about sort of how the day's going for you, yeah, and sort of what's one cool thing that you found out from today.
Today is actually going really fun. Got some good music playing, and I learned that there's a lot of wastewater apparently when digging up the new tunnels. So, yeah.
Man, I missed that one. Wow, right. I didn't even know that. You just think it's dirt, like if you're digging a tunnel. Awesome, man. How about you? What was something you picked up today?
Today went really well. I didn't know there was like, what was it? A forest. A forest. Trees walking like keeps the water protecting us and that. Yeah.
Interesting. Can you tell me more a little bit about that? Like,
I can't really explain it, but that's all I know.
nah, all good. Straight up. Science is hard stuff, eh, man? I'm not the best at it at all. I wish I went harder, but nah, thanks, man. How about you, bro?
Probably like the forest, how trees take like 25 years to grow, and some it's like one of the most expensive trees, they take about like 60 years to grow. So I was like, oh, wow.
Wow, it's a pretty old tree, eh?
Probably have to plant it when you're like a kid, and then when you're adult, you can like cut it down, yeah.
Or did they say how much you can sell that tree for?
I don't know. They said that they're running low on it, like, and it's not profitable because how long it takes to grow. So yeah.
Oh no, man! Thanks for sharing that one. And how about you? Oh, sorry to disturb you with your sandwich.
It's alright. My day was alright. We're learning about acids and bases in one of the sections, so yeah, it was alright.
What was cool about that one for you?
Just mixing like an acid and a base, and yeah, just seeing the pH level. So.
Oh, interesting, man. I didn't get to see that one, but no, that's cool, man. And I guess, man, don't want to hold you up too long because I am disturbing your lunch. You know, I hate my lunch being disturbed, but thankful to use. But I guess thinking about this event, I guess why is it important that events like this are run for sort of for rangatahi and people like yourselves?
So a lot of us Pasifika kids, it's hard for us to find a good career path. Like a lot of us are into music, dance and drama. I feel like this event like really exposes us to much more STEM hub related activities. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Anyone else want to answer that one? Anyone else? No, all good. Oh, man. Hey, whānau, OC, thank you so much, man. I'm going to let you just keep having a kai, man, but I'll catch you around later. Thank yous. Cha. Sweet. Okay, whānau, that was pretty cool. We're going to head on over this way. We have some more whānau here ready to go. Hopefully, oh, I see them getting ready. Oh, and where are we? I think we're coming. Kia ora whānau, how we doing? Yeah. Man, do you want to quickly share sort of your names, your year level, and the school you're from?
I'm Dallas. This is Josh and Eva. And we're from Onehunga High School. We're year 10s.
See. I guess, thinking about today, man, what's one cool thing that you sort of like learned or sort of seen today?
The vibration. It helped my back.
What? Can you tell me more about that, man?
Like when you close your eyes, it just moves your muscles.
It's a massager, so when it vibrates like your muscles and stuff, and when you put it behind your ankles, it's like you close your eyes and it's like you think you're falling forwards, but you're falling backwards. Yeah.
How about you? What's one cool thing you've found out today?
Playing with the dolls.
Sorry, the what? The what?
The doll. Play-Dohs.
Cool. Why the Play-Doh? I mean, I love Play-Doh straight up, whānau, but why for you?
Because it's easy. doing it. Yeah.
Cool, man. No, that's cool. And how about you? Oh,
Oh yeah, the same thing.
Oh.
That's the most practical one I've had this so far.
thinking about sort of events like this, and I guess users rangatahi, like, why do you think it's important that we put on stuff like this, man? You know, is it? I mean,
For the future.
No, it's gotta help you. Like when in the future, it's, you know, you already know.
opportunity, eh, bro?
Yeah, the opportunity.
Inspirational, eh, man? Hey, man, look, I've got one more group that I'm about to come around and check out very, very soon. So, any last words for the whānau? This is live, man. This is live. Yeah, look at all. You're thinking of something funny to do, eh? Yeah, because we can't unedit it. Anything you sort of say before we head off?
Oh no, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it wrong. I'm gonna start stuttering, and this is live.
No, go for it, man. Go for it.
Just good luck to our our 2023 students, class of 2023, and good luck for next year.
Yeah, sharp, man. Shout out to the crew. Whānau, thank you so much. Onehanga represent, and we'll catch up, eh? Cha cha. Sweet. Okay, whānau. We got one more little whānau to go check out. They're hiding back these ways. I wonder what they're up to today, you know? So, of course, this is about science. This is about learning and demystifying. But next to all of that, it's about having fun too. And it's lunchtime. And what happens at lunchtime? I don't know. We eat kai, but we also do TikTok. Sweet, man. So this group, we're going to have a quick little chat. Hopefully we're not disturbing them. They're making a TikTok. But can I quickly talk to someone who's representing the crew here? How do I? Do you just want to quickly explain? Oh, I mean, you know, we got the whole crew back here, but where are you from? What year level and all that good stuff?
I'm from Mangere, and I'm year 11.
And what school are you representing today?
Pasifika Advanced Secondary School.
Otahuhu, eh? Yeah. And I guess just quickly, because I do want to hear, to be honest, I'm going to ask the whānau if they can do us a TikTok or show us some dancing, but what's one cool thing that you've seen today that made you go, wow?
Probably in the blue team when they were showing us how the pH water works. Yeah.
And how about you?
Same.
Nah, cool, man. And I guess for you as a rangatahi, you know, why are these events important for you?
Why are they important? Because it's very important. And to help our environment. Yeah. You're very useful.
It's important and it's for our environment, whānau. You heard it here. Real deal. These are words of tomorrow. But, whānau, can I ask you a quick favor? You all good showing us a TikTok dance, man? Yeah. Man, straight up. All good? Yeah. Man, where do you want us to go, man? We'll go over there? Yep.
Ready?
We've got some more whānau over there. We've got the boys. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
School boys right here.
Oh, man. Shot, whānau. You got moves, whānau. You got moves. Hey, man, we're going to shoot off. Appreciate your time today. Is there any sort of messages that you want to share with our whānau that are watching?
Just stay healthy and stay in school.
And have fun.
Stay Fika. Stay Fika. Yeah, Fika.
Cool as whānau. Thanks to all of the rangatahi that have shared with us. We've got one more interview coming up, man. We're going to be, again, I mentioned it earlier, chatting with the main organiser, S.T.E.M, who's going to tell us more about the awesome mahi that's gone into putting on this event. Whānau, we're going to take a quick break, and we actually need to take a bit of a long walk because our device is all the way back there. But hoping you're enjoying this coverage, whānau. Hoping you're having a great day. That's us, whānau. And yeah, cha-cha. Kia ora, whānau. And we're back. Want to appreciate everyone that's sort of taking their time out of their day to watch our coverage today. We're here with this wahine toa who's sort of been ahead of the actual event and put together everything for our rangatahi today. Man, can you just quickly introduce yourself for the whānau that may not know you? And yeah, just...
Kia ora everyone, my name's Soteria Yeremia and I'm CEO of the Kudos Science Trust, and I'm just running the science program or the S.T.E.M program for our young Maori and Pasifika students to get engaged in science and science careers.
And man, as part of the massive mahi that you all do, like you definitely put on not only events but many more, but more specifically, why was this event set up for the whānau today?
So Science Spinners is about our young people learning science at school and the challenges that they have when they're learning science. It's typically a difficult subject for a lot of our rangatahi to learn. It has to be really engaging. It has to, relevance is really key for them. And if they can't apply it to what they see every day, whether it's through medical or engineering or technology, then it doesn't have a lot of space for them. It doesn't give them a lot of time to really focus on it. So doing hands-on science in these different career paths and these different industries and fields is just opening their eyes to the different careers, and opportunities.
And as I was talking with the rangatahi today, that definitely came through the idea of the thoughts and kōrero of, this is super inspirational, it's creating opportunity and just helping people understand what they actually don't even know about. In saying that, like, how's this event been for you? I imagine it's been a restless night, probably up late last night doing the last things, but how's everything been going today? And yeah, what do you reckon?
I think what's really good about this event today, it's our combined program. It's a pilot program for Auckland. It's been really good to bring our high school students together across the different years into the different areas that we can profile and highlight STEM and science. And so it's just a really big, it's a lot of work. And it really is just done for the purpose of getting our kids to be able to see where science and STEM is applied in every day because of the career pathways that it can lead to for them.
And I guess because I don't want to hold you up, and I know we're coming up to sort of the end of lunch, this has been such a cool event. You've probably got cool stuff coming up. What's coming up next for you?
So we have a Waikato event at the end of May and the beginning of June. So that's a 4-day event, and it's a really big event for the Waikato region.
That's massive.
So we have Bay of Plenty, Tauranga, Whakatane, Rotorua schools. And that's our original program. So, we came into Auckland to support our teachers and all the hard workers up here that are doing work in this space. And so that's awesome. We've got a big program coming up. So, this sets us up for the, where we're going to in the next few months.
Awesome, man. Hey, I won't take up your time anymore. Just appreciate your time, but also too allowing us the opportunity to be able to help. Hopefully come and share, share in amongst all of awesomeness and share it with the world. Just appreciate your time and thank you so much. And no worries. And to our whānau watching, thank you. Super thankful for your time today. Hope you've enjoyed the courage. Man, keep a watch on Science Spinners. More events, more fun. Whānau, that's us. Ka kite.